Good evening, everyone. Welcome to NTD Tonight, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm David Lamb, sitting in for David Zhang. Here's a preview of some of today's top stories. An update on the Rainbow Bridge car explosion. New details now revealed about the two people who were inside the vehicle. The U.S. Botanical Garden in D.C. gears up for the holidays. We'll take a look at the new decorations and displays. Thanksgiving ice cream flavors at Baskin Robbins. They are celebrating with turkey-shaped sweet treats and unique flavors. First up, new details on the two people killed in the vehicle explosion at the US-Canada border crossing on Wednesday. A nearby casino reveals that the passengers were a couple that had stopped by the casino on their way to Canada.
Law enforcement sources told CNN that a local New York man and his wife planned to attend a Kiss concert in Canada, but the performance was canceled. The pair still have not been identified as of Thursday afternoon. The couple spent the night briefly visiting a casino near the border before speeding off toward the Rainbow Bridge border crossing. The Seneca Nation, which owns and operates the Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino, said a vehicle stopped at the resort and casino, quote, for a matter of minutes before the crash. According to the FBI field office in Buffalo, the vehicle then drove less than a mile away to the bridge, where it hit a curb on the U.S. side of the border, became airborne, and then combusted. New York Governor Kathy Hochul later emphasized there was no sign of terrorist activity. It remains unclear what exactly caused the driver to drive at high speeds, resulting in the crash.
Now it's Thanksgiving, and let's get into the holiday spirit and take a look at some Thanksgiving-related stories from today. For many people, this year's Thanksgiving celebrations will be away from home. Let's take a look at U.S. troops stationed in South Korea celebrating the holidays.
Being away from home, celebrating Thanksgiving, so it is different, but I find it's pretty cool. I'll be here next year for Thanksgiving as well, and it's something to remember for sure for my future kids and family down the line.
These troops are stationed at Camp Casey in South Korea, one of several U.S. Army bases near the demilitarized zone with the North. Their Thanksgiving celebration included a traditional American-style festive meal. Higher-ranking Army officers served the Thanksgiving meal to soldiers thousands of miles away from home. Data from the U.S. Forces Korea showed there are about 19,000 Army soldiers, 7,800 airmen and women, plus 350 Navy sailors and 120 Marines stationed in South Korea. And over to Ukraine. The country is launching a food train to help residents get hot meals amid the war this winter. U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Bridget Brink, cut Thanksgiving turkey at today's launching event. And according to Ukrainian officials, the train is the first of its kind in the world. It's capable of providing up to 10,000 servings per day. The food train will visit Ukraine's liberated regions where hot meals are scarce due to damaged infrastructure and lack of electricity, gas, and water. The train is designed so that personnel can live and cook there. A chef says it's much like a hotel on wheels with a huge kitchen. It has pantries, refrigerators, freezers, generators, and water.
We are all here because we deeply support Ukraine, its victory, and its recovery. So I can't wait to see this food train and try some great Thanksgiving dinner. There's no other place I would rather be to celebrate this very special holiday for Americans. It's a time when we give thanks.
And turning our attention to an accidental invite that's turned into an 8-year Thanksgiving tradition. Wanda Dench and Jamal Hinton are celebrating the holiday together in Arizona. The pair met in 2016 after Dench sent a text to a wrong number, inviting who she thought was her grandson to dinner. But Hinton, who was 17 at the time, got the text instead. The two exchanged some messages after realizing the mistake. When Hinton asked if he could still come over, Dench responded, Of course you can. That's what grandmas do, feed everyone. Since then, they met up every year and documented them with selfies. And Seneca Foods is recalling glass jars of Hy-Vee turkey gravy because of mislabeling issue. The company says the product may actually contain beef gravy as well as a soy allergen that isn't declared on the label. The recall only affects glass jars of turkey gravy sold at Hy-Vee stores. Those with a soy allergy risk a serious or life-threatening reaction if consumed. Seneca is not aware of any reports of illness related to the recall. This Thanksgiving in the nation's capital, the United States Botanic Garden gears up for another holiday season. It showcases replicas of several DC landmarks made with plants and features many other attractions. NTD's Sam Wang takes us through the exhibit.
Walking into the U.S. Botanic Garden, visitors are immediately greeted by this year's holiday treat, a display featuring a G-gauge model train chugging through a pollinator garden, attracting the attention of children and adults alike. The vibrant outdoor scenery is just a prelude to a much bigger indoor conservatory, where plants from across the world are showcased. And here's an eye-catcher, a plant-based replica of the U.S. Capitol.
So we're looking at things like cinnamon sticks, and I see wheat seeds used there, acorn caps, willow, grapevines. Several hundred plants are used to make these models, and we know that a group of 6 artists worked on this building 600 hours to create this.
Surrounding it are some new poinsettias that are not yet available for the market.
People continue to make new varieties all the time. So we've got a handful here that are going to be like bright white, like paper white. We've got some really cool marble ones over there that are kind of cream with a pink stripe down the center, which is new on the market.
Part of the garden's exhibit this year delves into how scientific innovation in agriculture impacts the world. That includes several dozen varieties of corns modified by humans.
But these are created by humans breeding different types of corn around the world for different purposes and in different environments. And you get this beautiful array of colors and shapes and sizes. And that's why there is such a wide variety bred over time, because what you're looking for is what can be more heat tolerant, or what can be more drought tolerant or flooding tolerant.
The Botanic Garden's annual holiday display called Seasons Greening is open today, and it'll stay open all the way to the beginning of next year, except for Christmas Day. Reporting from Washington, D.C., Sam Wang, NTD News.
A new Thanksgiving ice cream flavor. You can now experience a twist of holiday delight with one popular ice cream chain offering a new, unique taste. NTD's Christina Corona has more from the ice cream shop.
Gobble up the joy as Baskin Robbins takes a delicious turn by offering its new festive Thanksgiving ice cream flavor. The new flavor, Turkey Day Fixins, features untraditional ice cream sensations, as in much of what you might find on the table at a typical Thanksgiving feast. The flavor of the month has a sweet potato orange color with cornbread cake pieces and swirls of cranberry sauce. Hannah Suits, the director of brand marketing for Baskin Robbins, said, "We continued to push the boundaries of flavor innovation at Baskin Robbins and wanted to bring a unique scoop to the table that deliciously encapsulates all the sweet and savory flavors from your favorite Thanksgiving sides." She goes on to say, along with the return of our iconic turkey cake, these offerings are a delicious and innovative take on holiday favorites. The turkey cake by Baskin Robbins is served straight out of the freezer, not the oven. The bird is made of ice cream with sugar cones as projecting legs. The skin is a shiny caramel praline glaze. You can try the new holiday flavor of the month until the end of November. Happy Thanksgiving. Christina Corona, NTD News, El Monte.
Let's meet a man who proves the saying, "It's never too late to learn a new skill." He's a Navy sailor turned master baker, but above all, he's a father and a grandfather loved by his tight-knit Italian family.
At age 94, Papa Rudy bakes cakes with all the seriousness of a former ballistics engineer for the Navy. Now living in Virginia, Papa Rudy started a new family baking tradition in 2020. When COVID lockdowns shuttered people into their homes, Rudy, then age 90, began baking. The family would gather in Rudy's open-air garage and share his sweet creations. From fruitcakes and cinnamon buns to cherry tarts and pies, the recipes are endless. Rudy's granddaughter Jill says when she and her sister Jenna started posting videos of Rudy's baking online, he quickly went viral. Jenna playfully recalls his worry, "Are they going to steal my recipes?" Jill told the Epoch Times, quote, "He was the first generation, obviously, to go to college, studied engineering at Purdue University." She adds that he worked really hard and made the American dream a reality. Jenna and Jill say he always has the right attitude toward his endeavors in life, being very serious-minded about his pursuits and detail-oriented. When his kids and grandkids face new challenges, Rudy is still their biggest supporter, cheering them on and telling them you can do whatever you set your mind to.
We'll take a short break now, everybody, but here's a look at what we have for you when we come back. Marine Corps recruits prepare for boot camp. Trainees share what it means to serve and why they are choosing to become Marines. An auction for items once owned by Elvis Presley and other pop stars. This will be the company's largest celebrity memorabilia sale ever. A rising star in the world of baseball. A Japanese player is now a free agent and teams chasing to sign him on. Those stories and more coming up on NTD Tonight. Welcome back to NTD Tonight. I'm your host, David Lamb. They say pain is weakness leaving the body. At a Marine Corps recruiting substation, I got an inside look and see the trainees get a taste of boot camp. Originally from Shanghai, China, Sergeant Ren Liu said he was always fascinated by guns, jets, and world military history, so he chose the Marine Corps.
I chose the most challenging one because I feel like if I gonna do this once in my life, I am going to make it count. So at the time, I had a mindset of go big or go home.
He's served for over 10 years and now oversees a local training program that allows 17 to 34-year-olds to train on a weekly basis and learn about the military, such as 18-year-old Ryan Chung.
For today's training, we focused specifically on our legs. So today we did duck walks, lunges, left and right leg hops. We did alternative squats and sumos.
The Marine Corps motto since 1883 is Semper Fi, meaning always faithful in Latin.
I joined the Marines because I want to be part of a larger family that, as I said before, got each other's backs. Like, to me, I believe that the Marines will give me a bigger opportunity to learn more about leadership.
So here at the San Francisco Marine Corps Station, we have Sergeant Ji-sun, and people are encouraged to decorate their desk, show their personality. So we have the pleasure to meet Sergeant Ji-sun. He is an artist. So Sergeant, what are you drawing here?
So right now I'm drawing sort of like a poster for an event that I have upcoming at a school. We're going to do like this pull-up bar challenge, and I'm drawing a poster of this kid doing a pull-up so that way I can send it to the school and advertise it that it's coming up.
Awesome. And you said you document your experience here through drawing. Like, why do you do that?
I think it's a pretty nice way to express myself. I'm not really good at, writing, putting things into words, so I think putting things in drawing is a way for me to tell my story to the world.
And Marines have individual stories from many backgrounds.
We're looking for the young individuals who wants to succeed in life, because people join the Marines for various reasons, right? Some people join because they want to serve. Some people join because they want to better themselves. I find out that the Marines has the higher standard. It's the toughest.
The station commander says only 7% of Marine positions are combat related, while the majority are in support positions and don't see battle.
$300 a month is the difference if you go in as a private first class. Right? It's $300 more as a Lance Corp.
The trainees here come on their own accord, and whenever they feel they can't keep up with a workout,
I always tell them, what's your biggest challenge that you've ever overcome? And how did you feel? Now always remember that in the back of your mind, like you can definitely be successful in life.
in San Francisco, California, David Lamb, NTD News. The Thanksgiving weekend also means Black Friday sales are on. From tech gadgets to toys to healthcare products, there will be a variety of gifts this holiday season. Let's take a look.
For those who are tech savvy, Amazon has sales up to 70% off. Samsung TVs are about $200 off, while its smartphones are anywhere from 12 to 28% off. There are also smart speakers, laptops, tablets, monitors, watches, headsets, vacuum cleaners, and more. Best Buy also carries a variety of gadgets and more: appliances, video games, cameras, Lego, and toys. For those who love to watch movies and shows, the Black Friday deal offers both Hulu and Disney Plus for $2.99 a month. A gift is not necessary for every holiday season. Sometimes the best gift is time spent with family and friends to reflect and give thanks.
Now, maybe tech and toys aren't on your wish list, or you know someone who is a die-hard Elvis Presley fan. Well, there's now an auction for Elvis's memorabilia with hundreds of items up for grabs.
A chair signed by Elvis Presley is hitting the auction block for the first time.
This chair is from Elvis's secret vacation from 1959, a mere 2 weeks before he met Priscilla Presley. It was said that he ended up meeting a young Rosemary Pratt when she was 18 years old. So they would go to this beer garden a lot. Elvis would always sit in this same chair. So at the end of the 2 weeks, he ended up actually signing this chair.
Cruz said the chair can fetch anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000. The sale will feature other items from Presley, which Cruz said is a good buy.
These two particular rings were once owned by Elvis Presley. This one was gifted to his secretary, Pat West, wife of Memphis Mafia member Red West. And this special ring was actually the last gift that Elvis ever gave to his father. It has an almost 3-carat irradiated yellow diamond, which Elvis believed would keep his father in good health.
This will be the company's largest celebrity memorabilia sale ever, with over 400 items. Lots consist of personally owned items, promotional materials, and posters, including one from a Jeff Beck show.
It was a Bill Graham promotion, and back in the day, he was one of the greatest promoters of all time. So for him to identify Jeff Beck so early on in his career, he created this poster for a concert that he was presenting to San Francisco at the Fillmore.
Treasures from current pop stars will also be up for grabs: an outfit worn by Beyoncé, a jacket from Ed Sheeran, and a glove commissioned by the rapper Offset.
So really fun fact about the Offset glove. You know, Cardi B and Offset are such unique individuals as it is, and they wanted to pay their respects to Michael Jackson. So they reached out to a woman who's actually known for recreating Michael's gloves because, of course, all of the original designers are no longer with us. They have certain assistants that are still with us, but it's not quite the same. So they commissioned this particular woman to make kind of a copy with a modern twist of the fantasy glove.
The auction house said Jackson's son Prince was at the photo shoot where Offset wore the glove to support Offset's desire to honor and respect his father's memory.
As far as what they're going to sell for, I'm actually more excited about these items than the Elvis items because we know what Elvis is going to do. But these, you know, I kind of look at it setting the mark. I would guess Beyonce, $2,000 to $5,000. I hope it goes for more because she deserves that. Ed Sheeran, I mean, he's a global icon as well. So I'm thinking probably $2,000 to $5,000. It's same range, but I do project that one day, you know, 20 years from now, these things are going to be worth possibly 6 figures because of the type of fame status that these individuals have.
Cruz also has a personal favorite among the items to be auctioned.
So 2 of my favorite pieces in the sale were once owned by Audrey Hepburn. Here you have this lovely, delicate little clutch with this amazing hand beadwork and crochet work. And this one, we have a more exotic style bag. Both of these were said to be owned by her during her breakfast at Tiffany's days.
The online and live sale will begin on December 2nd in both Los Angeles, California and Orlando, Florida.
Elvis would always sit.
Let's check in on the world of sports. Japan's Yoshinobu Yamamoto impressed many teams earlier this year at the World Baseball Classic, and people are now chasing after his signature. NTD's Carlos Reyes has more on the story.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto is poised to become Major League Baseball's next biggest Japanese star after the 25-year-old pitching sensation posted as a free agent. The right-hander is expected to set off a bidding war among the league's richest clubs, looking to upgrade their starting rotations and could command a long-term contract worth north of $200 million. Yamamoto was posted by the Oryx Buffaloes of Nippon Professional Baseball, where he is a 3-time winner of the Eiji Sawamura Award, which is equivalent to MLB's Cy Young Award. This year, he went 16-6 with a 1.21 ERA and captured his third straight Triple Crown in the NPB's Pacific League as the leader in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. He won a gold medal at the Tokyo Games in 2021 and helped Japan to victory at the World Baseball Classic earlier this year. Per MLB rules, the window for teams to bid on Yamamoto officially closes on January 4th. Carlos Reyes, NTD News.
That's all we've got for you tonight. We'd like you to join us again on NTD Tonight every weekday at 9 p.m. I'm David Lamb, in for David Zhang, and from our entire NTD News team, we wish everyone a warm and happy Thanksgiving.